What a time to be alive if you're a Kings fan. Holy cow. The Sacramento Kings have reached 40 wins. The big 4-0. That's incredible. So many memories already formed this season from so many Kings fans always DMing me on Instagram and letting me know how excited they are. And tonight really encapsulated all of those things, all of those feelings, all of that passion, right? All of these 16 years of misery to now essentially be the darlings of the NBA, because so many people outside of Sacramento, outside of being a Kings fan, have really gravitated towards this light the beam movement. And tonight we saw a team that's playing at a high level in the Kings against the team to beat essentially in the West without KD, but that's the same team that beat them a few weeks ago. And the way the Kings handled them, being down early in the game, coming back, sustaining the lead, gave it up a little bit there, but got the lead back and just executed down the stretch. What a beautiful way to just put your stamp. Like, the Kings are playing at such a high level, and they got such a huge contribution from the bench tonight, which was amazing to see. Now, do I expect that every single game? No, but it was an incredible night from that bench tonight. Make no mistake about it. That doesn't mean, again, I don't want to harp on everybody's excitement. It doesn't mean I have changed my mind about not making moves. Like, no, obviously we're not going to see this every night, but when it does happen, you want to enjoy it. And you want to talk about it, and you want to highlight the guys who played incredibly well, which we will. We're going to go over a lot of the sound bites from today, a lot of the stuff that Coach Monty from the Sun said and how he was unhappy with the officiating, which is crazy because Kings fans are incredulous, very disappointed with the officiating. We saw a ton of terrible calls tonight. But we'll take a listen to what Coach Monty had to say, right? Just so many things to talk about tonight. I would love to hear you guys talk about what your fondest memory has been so far this season. I'll put the link in the bio right now. I'll pin it. But I'm just in awe of how well the Kings have executed. They've lost one since the All-Star break. And this is just a team led by such a good player in De'Aaron Fox. I mean, this dude is everything you want in a number one type of guy. Like, he is the truth. He is Mr. Fourth Quarter. The guy has ice in his veins. He was built for these moments. He was built to play at such a high level when the game counts. When the game is on the line, De'Aaron Fox is just that guy. He's that dude. He is him. De'Aaron Fox is just on another level right now. His gravity, the way he opens it up for his teammates. Again, an elite playmaker. We've talked about this all season long. This goes beyond box score assists. Playmaking isn't necessarily just one isolated number in the box score, which a lot of people gravitate towards box score numbers. De'Aaron Fox does so much more for his teammates. He creates so much for his teammates, which is why he's an exceptional playmaker. People, he's the point guard. He averages 10 assists. De'Aaron Fox is an exceptional point guard. He's an exceptional playmaker. We've shown the analytics, and I'm going to show you guys once again tonight. The guy is just the full package. He got a big-time steal on Chris Paul. He got 4 steals last game. He had 8 deflections last game. I mean, this dude is just a real deal. How is everybody doing, by the way? Oh my God. A huge shout out to Medici Sacramento as well, across the Golden One Center. This spot to go before and after every game. Huge shout out to them. They got the new birria pizza. It is fire. Highly recommend that. And shout out to all my taquerias as well. And the birria spot and Crazy Antojitos in South Sac. Lots of support we have been receiving as of late from all of our sponsors. Huge shout out to all of them. And again, Crazy Antojitos in the South. If you want Gunther's ice cream combined with some authentic Mexican fresh antojitos, right? Sweets, you're going to love it there. You're going to love it there. And obviously, top Mexican authentic food at La Taqueria La Perla Tapatía, La Nueva Vallarta, and Vallarta and Elk Grove off Laguna, off Fairway in Roseville, and off Marconi in Sacramento. Amazing, amazing people, man. Huge shout out to them. What a night from the Sacramento Kings. They did it. Light the beam. Big 4-0 Eli Savage, man. Are they the best team since the All-Star break in the NBA? I think they are. I think somebody else has one loss as well. But I'm pretty sure they're one or number two for sure. Phoenix fans are saying light the beam. Edwards was, and obviously Kessler Edwards was just amazing. Defensive player of the game as well. We'll talk about him as well, man. There's just so much to get to, right? What moves are you hoping they make? You know, we'll talk about that later. But holy cow, what a game tonight. Make sure you guys get your merch. The merch is right here. Light the beam hats, man. They are fire. They are fire. Yep, the 25th in defense for sure. Top 25th in defense for sure. Yeah, I mean, they're not great on defense. That's for sure. But in the fourth quarter, their defensive rating is top 10. Which is a good thing because they tend to really lock in when the game is on the line, and you love to see that. You love to see that. Obviously, you would want to see that for 4 quarters or even 3 quarters, right? Your defensive rating would not be 25, 24, 22. That's where they've been most of the season. There was a nice stretch there where they were like 17th, 18th, 16th, I think. But it takes time. And right now, their offense is so good. It's at such an elite level, right? Such a historic offense that it's making up for a lot of their faults on defense. Obviously, you can't outscore and outgun everybody every single night. But the fact that they have gotten stops in the fourth quarter, that's incredibly important, right? That is incredibly important. But just so many positives from tonight. So many positives from tonight. Let's share the screen. Here we go. Yes, sir. 128-119. The Sacramento Kings have reached 40 wins since 2006. 19-13 away. The Suns are 37-30. 4 games back in the loss column to the Kings. What a great, great thing right now. Sabonis with 17, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Great game, right? De'Aaron Fox, 18 points, 6 assists. Kevin Huerter with 9. But your bench, Malik Monk had just incredible big-time threes, 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. Trey Lyles came in just doing what he does as of late, just killing it, man. 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. Kessler Edwards with 2 huge three-point shots, 2 of 4, 50%, 12 points, plus 18, 7 rebounds, 1 steal. Elite defense on Mr. Devin Booker. Man, Kessler Edwards had a night tonight. Davion Mitchell with 13 points, 2 of 4. I mean, these dudes combined for, is that 3 plus 2, 5, 7, 11 threes made tonight from your bench. Obviously, again, caveat, you're not going to get that maybe ever again. Let's be honest. But the day or the times that you do get these types of night, you got to enjoy them. But we also got to understand and put it out there that it's not going to happen again. If it does, it might happen one more time. But don't expect that to be something of consistency, right? Something that's sustainable. But when it does happen, you have to enjoy it. And boy, was it beautiful to watch tonight. You got to love it, man. You really gotta love that. I'm in awe of the bench tonight. They were just amazing. Like they were just amazing. I think the final numbers were 65 points, 19 boards, 8 assists, 6 steals. Again, 11 of 19 from 3, 14 of 15 from the free throw line, 20 of 33 from the field. Just incredible. I mean, it's things that you don't really see, but you got to give them the credit. They played extremely hard, and they did it in amazing times, like 26 minutes, 21, 13, 16, and 25. That's efficiency at its highest, right? Like, you got to love that. You got to love that. No Rashawn tonight, no Alex Len, no Dellavedova, no Davis tonight. But Kessler Edwards, at his size, his versatility defensively, a lot what would damn, I already forgot his name. What he was doing. God diggity. Kid who got hurt, man. I'm slipping on his name. I'm sorry. My mind is freezing. But Edwards is providing that, right? He's showing that the Kings had nothing to lose. A lot of us thought he'd be a player in Stockton, but with Stockton getting like a Trey Burke, not much in need there, and then KZ Okpala. I'm sorry, KZ Okpala. I was like, what the hell is his name? Yeah, so replacing the KZ Okpala and then them signing a Dozier as well, but Edwards fills that need that Okpala brought, which was that defensive toughness, that defensive versatility, and he showed it tonight. He showed it against the Timberwolves as well when he went in there and he made, he made Anthony Edwards work for his stuff, which is all you can ask for, to be physical with these guys, to try and get them tired. That way, when they got to defend, they're not as fresh. Like, that's all part of it. People realistically can't expect somebody to just shut down the Devin Booker, to shut down and Anthony Edwards, to shut down the Kevin Durant. Like, that's not going to happen. What you can do is make him work extremely hard to get those buckets, as opposed to, somebody like Keegan or Harrison, who, again, Harrison isn't terrible, but he hasn't been what he used to be defensively. So you bring in a guy like Edwards, who is extremely agile off his feet. He's quick laterally. He got that strength to him as well. You love seeing it. You love seeing that. Talking about Harrison Barnes, 19 points, 6 boards on 10 shots. That's incredibly efficient. That's 60% from the field. He was 6 of 6 from the free throw line. He led the team in free throw. Actually, I'll take that back. Sabonis had 10 free throws, but he missed 3 of those. But Harrison Barnes has just been so steady for the Kings, right? He's not the what was the month when December, I think, January. I think it was January. He was just lights out, killing it. He's not that. But if what's his average this year? If you're averaging 15 points, 5 boards, that's pretty good. Especially if you're doing it on 37% from beyond the arc. I'm gonna take that every single time. So again, good for him. 15 and 5. That's gonna get the job done. Like that's gonna get the job done. And then if you look at what Keegan's doing this year, right? 12 points, almost 5 boards, 4.5 rebounds, right? He's shooting 40% from 3. That's gonna get the job done. So lots of contributions, man, from the Kings. Lots of good stuff there. Lots of good stuff there. And then Trey Lyles, I've been so impressed with that. I was not a fan of Trey Lyles, but ever since he lost that weight, his up fake is really hard to stop because it does look like he's about to shoot the ball, and he gets guys to bite a lot, right? And especially when he's hitting 37% of his threes, guys are gonna jump at that. And there's no secret to why he was a plus 16 tonight. So good stuff there. Again, Trey Lyles doing big things. You got to love that. You got to love that, right? Trey Lyles there. I want to take a listen, though, to what Coach Monty had to say, because obviously I I don't agree with everything. He was complimentary of the Kings tonight, and we'll take a look at what other guys had to say, but I'll let you guys decide what you guys think about what he had to say.
Offensively, they score with the best of them, but we had so many my bads and blown coverages tonight. It just stacked against us. And then you couple that with them having 36 free throws, and then they made some threes, one off the glass, the one at the end, like stuff like that. It was just too many holes to dig out of tonight. I didn't think we played with the sharpness and game plan discipline that it takes to, play against a team that's hungry. That team hasn't been to the playoffs in a long time, and they're chasing something. And I didn't feel like we chased tonight. I thought we were not as sound as we need to be to play against a really good offensive team. We hung in there, but we just didn't have the level of game plan discipline that it takes to, win a game like that. And we just kept fouling them. I mean, they had, 37 free throws, I think. That's a lot of free throws. And it was a physical game, so it's like, what do you do? Am I supposed to get up here and say something crazy and then get a fine and then come back tomorrow and say, oh, I'm human? I don't need to do all that. It's pretty obvious that there were some calls that didn't go our way, and there were a number of calls that went their way.
I mean, I consider the same thing about the Suns tonight. I think a lot of Kings fans will agree with me on that one. I feel like, objectively speaking, when you look at the stats, the Kings, if they're not the team that's gone, I guess, screwed the most this season, they're at least number 2. And the Suns are not number 1, or obviously not number 2 and not number 3. They're like, the Suns aren't in the top 5 in that. And for Monty to say that, it's pretty egregious, because the Kings are never on that side of the ball where they get more free throws like that, like 37 free throws. I understand what he's saying, but at the same time, the Suns got away with a lot of bullshit today. So that needs to be said as well. So take it as you wish, but that's crazy. like that's crazy. I want to take a look at what actually, let me see what these guys had to say here.
He comes in, he works hard, and it was great to see him go out there and do what he did tonight. Obviously, we played them last time, and he was guarding Book, and he did a great job on him. So I think the coaching staff just felt like he was the best option to guard him out there tonight, and he did a great job. I think frustrating him a little bit and making him take a lot of tough shots.
Cass Edwards is built, man. I mean, this dude is. He has all the makings to be a solid 3-and-D type of guy, 100%. Actually, let's take a look at what he had to say.
Did you feel like you needed to make up for that thing and knock down that big 3? How good was that?
Yeah, I definitely did. I just tried to stay poised. I made a couple mistakes down the stretch, but, everyone was telling me just stay confident, and they trusted me with that, so that was all I needed.
Hey, man, you hit that big 3.
Let me see.
3 late, and you also had the challenge of defending Devin Booker. Tell us what that was like.
I knew it was coming. I knew if I was going to be out there, I was going to have to, provide that for the team defensively. So I just did the best I could, guarding him. Very tough player to guard, and kept my confidence with that 3-point shot. So
had that big.
Yeah, I mean, for him to hit, to be 50% from beyond the arc and guard Book, that's pretty solid, y'all. That's incredible. What did Book finish with? He was 2 of 6. I mean, he had a pretty efficient night. I'm not gonna lie, like 11 and 19. But again, he had to work for those. Like, that's what you expect from great players like Devin Booker. Like, they're gonna get theirs no matter what. The way they get it is incredibly important, because the moment that these guys are not even breaking the sweat, getting to the spots, not getting sped up, what you want to do as a defender is you want to speed them up. You want to beat them to the spot, so to watch a ton of film, be physical if the referees allow it, and just try to make it tough, because no matter what you do, like, these guys are still going to score the basketball. Like, they're still going to score. Chris Paul, 6 of 13, 8 and 9 and 15, 22 points. Like, that's not a bad game. 12 rebounds, 22 points. Like, that's not a bad game at all. That's a pretty good game. Chris Paul, 16 points, 16 assists. That's a great game. But see, the difference was, and I told you guys this last game, Craig had a very good game, right? Josh had a good game again. But somebody, I think it was Wainwright, who had a good game. Yeah, see, he was 1 of 6 tonight. And then Craig was 0 of 4. That's your ball game, because last time they faced off, those two guys were killing it, along with Josh Okogie. So when the role players aren't hitting, and that's the thing with the Suns, like, they understood giving away Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson for KD was risky, and it was the right move. But when you get stuff like this, where if KD is out for who knows how long, the trade's going to bite them in the ass. It just is. Like, you can't give up Mikal Bridges, a defensive player of the year type of player, and then not expect to replace him with a KD if he's injured. Like, yeah, you replace him with KD, but he's injured right now. And yeah, it was a freak accident. It was sad to see, because the night before I got injured the same way. Like, I was coming off a screen, stepped back to my left, or side step to the left, and my foot just gave out on me, and it got stuck to the hardwood and just sprained the ankle. Obviously, I'm walking. It seems like he has a high ankle sprain, which it is not pretty, especially when you're that age. How fast will he recover? I remember Fox had that, and he came back in a month. It was very severe. He got hurt in practice. He ain't Fox in terms of recovery. He's not that age, so we don't really know. Like, he very well could miss the first round of the playoffs. He very could well miss a good amount of time, where you need that time to gel. Like, you need that time to get these reps and prepare yourself mentally for the playoffs. So, and if they get the wrong matchup, like, I don't know, Golden State, who came back and beat the Bucks today, that's going to be tough for the Suns. Now, if it's a healthy Suns team, they're arguably the best team in the West, but they're not healthy. That's the thing. Games aren't played on paper. This ain't NBA 2K with injuries off. This is real life. This is part of the game, and the Suns are living that right now. They're still a very good team. But without KD and no Mikal Bridges, I don't see how they get by in the first round. I really don't. I think the Mavericks beat them without KD. And I don't think that. I know that, because Luka owns them. I know Golden State beats them in the first round without KD. I know the Kings beat them in the first round without. I'm not going to say that. I take that back. I don't know if the Kings have beat them in the first round without KD. I think it'll go 7. All right, that's the emotional. Take that back, man. Cut that chop. I don't know if they beat the Suns in a 7-game series. Suns are really good without KD, but it would be interesting for sure. Like, it would be interesting for sure. I don't know who wins. Honestly, it'd be tough. I think if they get him in the second round with no KD, I could see the Kings beating them. I really could, but in the first round, you would assume that the Kings have home court. So again, probably going 7, but the Suns do have the experience. Not hella experience, but enough to where the Kings don't have it in terms of, like, De'Aaron being their go-to guy. Not that I'm saying he's not going to kill. I believe he's going to kill it in the playoffs. Like, his game is built for the playoffs. But, you still got to give the respect to the Suns in terms of probably being favorites if they do see each other in the first round of the playoffs. Which, again, it's a possibility, because if the Kings finish second, the Suns could fall off. Like, they really could. And the worst thing would be for KD to come back in the first round against the Kings. So I don't want to face the Suns in the first round. Like, I'd rather face the Mavericks, the Timberwolves, like, teams like that. I don't want to face Golden State. I'll be honest. I've been on record saying that. I think a healthy Warriors team would beat the Kings. I really do. That team has championship DNA. Something that I hope the Kings one day have. But yeah, Golden State as a first-round matchup would not be ideal. It would be ideal for the fan bases to go back and forth. It would be electric if those two went off in the first round. I know the Kings would beat the Lakers. That's a team that I really want. I just want to face the Lakers and just knock them the hell out of the playoffs. Like more so as a get back from 2002. Like that's the dream first round matchup. I think if you're the NBA, if you're both fan bases, that's what you want to see. Like that's what I would love to see, and it would be competitive because if AD is healthy, I mean he's playing out of his mind. The fact that they got Jared Vanderbilt who's playing out of his mind as well, that kid can just hoop, man. I wish he was on this team, but that's neither here nor there. Man, there's a lot of matchups that could favor the Kings and some that I don't think would favor the Kings. But that's just me, though. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I just pinned a tweet. If you guys want to call in, I would love to hear from you guys. Call in and let me know what your fondest memories are of this season. He's kind of blaming the rest. I mean, he was full-time win tonight. He gave no credit to the Kings at all. For 16 years, we have not gone fouls away. Exactly. What's up, my guy? Lucky. Sup, Leo? Light the beam. Go Kings. Remember when you said a tear when the Boogie hit that 3 versus Lakers, saving my buddies for the playoffs, man. Good times. The Suns were out of position a lot, leaving their feet too early and playing soft and lazy. I mean, that's a great observation there. It's a great observation there. Booker and Payne use their off arms a lot if we play tightly. Let's go, Kings. Yes, sir, Mr. Aaron. Kings win, Suns, man. Come on, without KD. Oof. I can't definitively say that, brother. As a betting man, the Suns would be favorites. They would be favorites. The casinos would favor them. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Like, the casinos would favor the Suns if they would face off in the first round. It'd be a great series. It'd go back and forth for sure. No doubt about it. No doubt about that one. Make sure you guys hit the like button, man, on this video. That way you tell YouTube that you guys are interested in this type of content. Oh man, it would be a fascinating series. Just because they won tonight, you also got to think about the dynamics of the Suns. Not having KD, the way they lost KD, like all of that is affecting them. But obviously they're going to have to adjust and readjust and understand that he ain't coming back, right? So that takes a little bit of time because they were trying to incorporate him and it was looking solid. Like it was looking good. And I was like, damn it, but it's part of the NBA. Like injuries are on. This isn't NBA 2K and that's just part of basketball. It's just part of sports. That's what happens. So, yeah. Again, I pinned it on top of the chat. You guys can click that link. It's super easy. It leads you directly to the screen. I'll put you on. And we'd love to have a conversation with you guys if you guys are down. Let's take a look at whether or not the Kings have uploaded some other sound bites tonight, or if on YouTube. Let's see if they have gone on YouTube already. Let's double check. I don't think so. Yes, they did. They already did it 11 minutes ago. Let's take a look at what Coach had to say after the game.
Tell you what, this is a good win by our guys. We told our guys that we had to be better on the glass. We told them we had to be a little bit more physical out there without fouling, and then do what we do, which is get out and run. And those are some of the things that I didn't feel like we did well in our last game versus the Knicks. And so our guys came out today and they did it. They got out in transition. We had 17 fast break points versus a very good Suns defensive team. and we held them to 7 offensive rebounds. And we ended up getting 16 second chance points on our rebounds, but to hold the Phoenix to 7 offensive rebounds for 7 second chance points was huge for us tonight. I thought a lot of that had to do with Domas. Domas did not get a double-double tonight, but he was a monster on the boards. I thought his physicality down there, just, going after every rebound that he could get his hands on, and sometimes tipping it, the diving on the ground that was a huge play, him diving on the ground, coming up with that loose ball. His physicality was huge for us in a lot of different ways that won't show up in the stat sheet. You talk about our bench. I thought Mezzi and Davion were huge defensively. They were big, and they hit some clutch baskets for us, especially Davion. We wanted to give Malik a quick breather because he had ran a long time, and so we threw Davion in the game, and he hits a big 3 for us. Just the growth that he's shown this year has been amazing. But Mezzi too, he's been big. He got his hands on a few balls, got out in transition because of his length and his athleticism. He was huge for us tonight too. And then obviously Foxy struggled scoring in basketball, but down the stretch he hit some big shots. That's
big time.
That's what your all-stars, that's what your all NBA players do. They do it, Sabonis. And
Love
they do
it.
it. Foxy
All
did.
NBA, baby.
They
Put him in there. Put him in there.
Like that,
Put him in there.
I'd be wrong if I don't talk about the young fella, Kessler Edwards. Somebody told me he was the second youngest guy on our team by 10 days or something like that. I don't know how that means he is, but he's young because we got a young team. So for him to stay locked in and stay ready when he hadn't played in a lot of games, and we throw him out there and say, hey, 100%. Go guard Book. You're not stopping Book. He's just too good. But what you do is you just try to make him work. And if he works for his shots and he beats you, at the end of the day, you kind of hold your head up high, you go home and try to figure out how you can make it a little harder for him next time. But Kessler did about as good a job on him as anyone tonight, and he had his 4 teammates behind him the whole night. We blitzed it, we mixed in some blitz and some hits and all that, but Kessler's length and his athleticism combined with the strength and his focus was really, really good.
100%.
Not only that, he has some big boards. Everybody might see that he was guarded Book tonight, but some of the boards he came up with were fantastic. And then, he wasn't afraid. He stepped in and knocked that 3 down when we were up 3. Big shot, and he didn't hesitate. And, when you have guys out on the floor like that aren't afraid on either end, good things can happen.
Can you talk about
great things can happen, Coach?
To Kessler, did you know coming into the game that it was a possibility? Coming into the game, he played a total of 25 minutes. He surpassed that in just this one game. So was that just a feel, or did you know coming in, okay, I might go to Kessler and try him on Book?
No, we thought when we threw him out there in the last game, we thought he did a decent job on Book. Again, you're not stopping Book. Book hit some tough shots on him, but he's long, strong, athletic, and he's able to absorb the hit that Book's going to give you before going into his little laner. And so coming in, we said we were going to give him a shot. We didn't know how many minutes he played, but we definitely were going to throw him out there early so we could get a feel, get a look, and obviously he did well enough for us to keep him out on the floor.
Mike, what's the process been like for him? Because judging by tonight, it looks like he's made a pretty seamless transition after just coming in recently. How would you characterize his adjustment to the team and getting acclimated and putting in extra work, or if any of that's been involved with him?
Well, I think he and Keegan Murray might be tied for the least amount of words. So I don't know if I heard Kessler speak. I don't even think I heard him speak tonight, too. No, I don't know what he sounds like, but he's a good kid. Really nice guy. But he came in and he's just trying to absorb it all. Like I said, he doesn't talk much at all. So I really don't know what he's thinking to us because he doesn't say much. And I talk to him and he just give me a little nod, kind of like Keegan. Keegan give me a stare too. Kessler kind of doesn't look at me, but he gives me a nod. So that might be the biggest difference between the two. But he's just absorbed everything that we
That's
throw
funny.
at him. And, we got him playing in low-minute games. We got him scripted with the third group, sometimes with the second group. He's telling him he needs to get extra shots. And so whatever we tell him to do, he's just taking it on. And
Alex.
Mateo, hey, how's business?
Great. You know that lump?
I just like how mentally he stayed with it, because getting traded,
Business is
coming to a
good, yo.
situation
Bless
where,
God.
You're not playing, can be tough on a young guy, and you
100%.
kind of check out a little bit because you're like, okay, this is my role. It's a good team. I'm gonna ride this thing out and have a good time. But he just his how locked in he is on everything, not most things, on everything that he does, whether it's a low-minute game,
That's good to
out
know.
there scripting, going 5-on-0 scripting or doing a drill. His focus is laser focused for a young guy, and in my opinion, that's probably how he was able to go out. Like Katie said, he played 25 minutes the whole year, which I didn't know, but that's how he was able to go out and contribute the way he did over an extended period of time and make it look seamless.
Mike, you mentioned the length and the size and he's got a unique. He's got something you guys need, doesn't he? Like in
Yes.
terms of those things. Can you talk a little bit about how he's adding something to kind of your repertoire with that?
No, you like guys with length and athleticism, and that have some strength. One of the things in this league with great players, Book, whoever else you want to say, they create one-on-one separation because they put that back shoulder into you on the perimeter, off the dribble, and so you got to have a guy that could take that hit and still step slide while he's taking that hit. And for a young guy, Kessler's shown that ability, and I know people didn't like it, but that's why I had KZ in the starting lineup early, because to have a guy like that to bring the team some versatility defensively, in my opinion, in this league is a need, is a must. And so for us to be able to pick him up, you got to give credit where credit's due. As Monty and Monty McNair and Wes Wilcox did a heck of a job picking him up and bringing him to our team. And obviously with KZ getting hurt, now he had an opportunity to step up, because this would have been an opportunity, obviously, for KZ with his length and his strength and all that other stuff.
Right.
And so, like I said, I've been saying this all year. If somebody does go down like KZ did, then next man got to be ready to step up. And with Monty bringing him in here, and us having a feeling that Kessler could possibly be that guy, he got an opportunity, and he took advantage of it tonight.
What was that post-game scene like? We could hear it in here, and I assumed that was him being presented the DPOG chain. Was he? Did his teammates celebrate him a little bit tonight?
Yeah, they did. I was going down the line just telling the guys the different contributions, and we had, it was everybody. Even Harrison, he hits that big three late in the corner after missing one, but I was going down the line telling everybody, how good they did, and that was for Kessler because he was the DPOG, but we could have easily given it to Mezzi, and Mezzi was sitting a little behind me, and I just kept hearing out my left ear, did I get it? And so finally I turned around, and when I turned and looked at Mezzi, his whole team said, "No, Mezzi, you didn't get it." But he could have easily got it tonight because Mezzi was fantastic. Yeah, it was for Kessler. His teammates celebrated him like they should have, and that's why this group is special, because they connected and they celebrate everybody's individual performance, because you can have individualism within a team environment. And our guys have shown that time after time after time after time.
Really love De'Aaron's defensive disposition to start the game.
I love hearing that, bro. I love hearing that.
Pressed up on CP3, and Mitchell did the same thing. But how important was that to start the game, to set that 10 for De'Aaron?
It was huge, and we talked to Foxy about that. He's the head of the snake, and
big time steal by Fox.
Do that. And him picking up full court basically set the tone for the game. It let everybody know that we here, and if he's doing that as our guy, everybody else better lock in and try to figure something out.
When you look at a season low of 18 assists for a team that really is in the top 5 and distributes the ball well, coming into this game, I don't think anyone would think that would equal a win. What enabled you guys to win this despite one of your strengths really not factoring in?
That's true.
I thought our ability to get out in transition, our ability to even though we didn't have a huge number of offensive rebounds, converting the ones we did into points was really, really big for us. And then sometimes versus a good team, you'll see come playoff time, you got to have those guys. And what I mean by those guys is the guys that's going to go get it. And Domas went and got it. Foxy went and got it when we needed it most down the stretch. Malik went and got it. And then you sprinkle in some of this every once in a while, and that's what we came up with tonight. But we had to have guys go get it because their defense, you got to give their defense credit. They're good, but we still try to get downhill. We still try to finish the right way. We still try to spray three. And I thought we missed some, just like I'm sure they feel the same. I thought we missed some shots that we normally make. Keegan missed a couple. I thought even H missed a couple that were wide open. But, you take them how you can take them, especially on the road versus a good team like that.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Great stuff. Great stuff. That's your coach, Mike Brown, Coach of the Year. Book it already. He is without question the Coach of the Year, the leading candidate. All the casinos have him winning it, and it's a great, great, great thing for the city of Sacramento, for the organization in Sacramento. Holy cow. Let's watch a little bit of the film. We've watched the interviews already. Make sure you guys hit the like button. It tells YouTube that you guys are enjoying this type of content. Let's go to NBA.com right now and see if they have updated the highlights for tonight. Let's check it out. Let's see if they got it. What should we look at today? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Okay. Let's look at Kessler's stuff. Since we're talking about Kessler, defensive player of the game, he was 4 of 6 for the game. Let's take a look at what Kessler did today. Okay, nice in and out. Attack by Davion Mitchell, attacking the paint, collapsing a little bit of that defense, and just Chris Paul was lost, right? He had his head turned right there, and Edwards moved into the right spot, right, which gave Davion the passing lane to pass to, and he's just in and about, right? Good shot. It does seem like he jumps forward on his shot, which got him in trouble. To end, was it the first half or the third quarter? I think it was the third quarter. I forget what it was, first half or third quarter. But you see how he kicks his leg out a little bit? That's just part of his motion. And that's something that he's gonna have to fix, because even though a defender can't land in your landing spot, it could get you in trouble and cause potentially you getting hurt and an offensive foul. And we saw it earlier today. So more of a jump up and down type of motion, or even just a little bit forward. But it just seems like he kicks out that right leg too much in the shot. But the mechanics on top, though, I mean, the mechanics look super solid. It's a good looking shot. Follow through. His guide hand looks good, looks straight. He just missed this one, but he does jump forward, which, again, I don't love, but it worked tonight. Let's see this one. Put back. Okay, let's check this one out right now. Oh, HB for 3. Bang. You see, even HB goes forward, right? But it's a little bit forward. You see this? And there's no leg that's kicked out. That's very normal for guys to go forward some. Just great hustle. Just look at where Kessler's at right now, right? He's right here in the corner. He sees a shot goes up, and you see, who is it? Is that Cameron Payne? I think that's Mr. Payne. Face guarding him, obviously not knowing where the basketball is at. He's a lot bigger, a lot more physical. Great job of Kessler understanding that he was out of position. He attacks him. He just goes after the ball. Maybe DeAndre should have gotten that ball. He didn't, and just a great heads-up play. He goes back up with it. Holy cow, what a move. Good job, Mr. Edwards. Here we go. On defense, ooh, good steal by Mr. Trey Lyles there. Kessler picks it up in transition. Ooh, that's beautiful. Euro step to the left. Strong finish. That is good stuff there. Let's see, jump shot here. Davion Mitchell. Obviously, CP3 is playing off of him. That's what the scouting report says to do. Right? He's not that worried. But at this point, because he has made a couple shots, CP runs at him. See, here his shot wasn't that bad. He goes forward, but the leg doesn't kick out. See what I'm saying? Okay. And bang. Like, that's just a clean looking jumper. There's elevation in the shot. That's solid. That's solid. So just better shot right there. I think is the shot I'm talking about. I don't know if they called it or not. And ooh, that was gross. But there was more of like a jump into it, right? Here comes Fox. He attacks it. See how he like hippity hops into it? And right there, you see more of his right foot again. You see that? Okay, that was ugly. Let's see what this is. This is the big shot in the fourth quarter. Swing it. Oh, he's open. Legs in, legs inward here at this point. You see, that was more of an up and down. Like, that was probably the best looking shot all night. He doesn't even go forward as much or even at all, honestly. He actually doesn't. He just goes straight up and down. Maybe that's a secret to have, your foot a little bit inward so it doesn't give you the ability to just kick that foot out. Obviously, that's his right. Yep. So that's actually his right foot. And bam. Big time shot. 44 seconds. Huge 3-point shot. Puts him up 6 at this point. Man, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive, man. You got to love it. You got to love it. Make sure you guys like the video, man. Make sure you guys like the video. Great stuff there by Kessler Edwards. Let's take a look at somebody else today. Who else do you want to look at for the Sacramento Kings? Let's look at Davion Mitchell. Let's look at Davion and see what he's all about.
He can come on.
Okay. Oh, Kessler playing in the pick and roll here. Okay, Mr. Kessler Edwards. Oh. Boom, boom. Nice. He put some arc in it. Let me see how he lands. You see how it's up and down? Much more natural motion there. Good looking jumper. Good looking result. You gotta love it. You gotta love it, Mr. Davion Mitchell there. That's what we need to see. That's what we need to see from Davion Mitchell. Oh, where you going? Oh, that's quick. That is quick. What do you do about this? You really can't do nothing, Mr. Terrence Ross here. Where you going? Oh, where are you going? Holy cow, that is a fast first step. Good stuff there by Davion Mitchell. He's just so quick. Obviously, old man Chris Paul cannot stay in front of this. He can't stay in front of anybody, especially this. Good stuff there by Mr. Davion Mitchell. This is a jump shot. Oh, good pass. He just missed it. He has misses like that don't even give his teammates a chance to like rebound the ball. Like, bro, if you gonna miss it, you gotta miss it like in and out, right? Like, there's position here by Trey Lyles. Don't even give him a chance. It's an ugly miss. There are good misses and bad misses, and that was a bad miss. He's wide open. You got to hit that shot, and he missed it. Yeah, that's a bad miss too, but it's better than the other one. It can't get worse than the other one, can he? Here we go. Ooh, good attack. Damn, good stuff there. I think they called the offensive foul, but they challenged this. I think they challenged it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's the one that they challenged. Here we go. Oh, in and out. Swing, swing, swing. Boom. 112, 111, 4 minutes left. That is a huge three-point shot. Those are the shots that you're going to have to take and make in the playoffs for the Kings to be a viable team and advance. Like, that's what you need Davion Mitchell to do, man. That's what you need Davion Mitchell to do. Man, that got me excited seeing that. Davion, man, like he's honestly, he's the kicker to this team. Like, he's the X factor in my opinion, because there has been such a drastic drop off when Fox comes off. But if he can sustain this in 15 minutes, right, give you 2 of 4 from beyond the arc, that is wonders. That's wonders on so many levels. Like, that is winning basketball. That is winning basketball right there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What a night, man. 128, 119. It's been such a great season. All right, my first season ever covering a winning team, and I don't even know how to act, honestly. It was just like, damn, like it finally happened. Make sure you guys hit the like button, man. It helps out a lot. It's free to like the video or just like it. Either way, it helps out a lot. Man, what a time. I appreciate you guys, though, man. Saturday night, enjoy your nights. Continue to light the beam. Light the beam hats are right here available underneath the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's been a great night. Shout out to all of our sponsors, man. Medici Sacramento, the R3 Taquerias, Crazy Antojitos, the Birria Spot. Wow, 40 wins since 2006. What a night. I appreciate you guys so much. God bless you guys. And we'll see you on the next one. Monday night's going to be popping. It's going to be electric. Giannis Antetokounmpo is in the building. Another great matchup for the Kings. Another great test for the Kings. That's a test that I'm looking forward to. And I hope they all play. You know, I hope they all play because the Kings need these types of tests. That way we can go back to the film and see where they can improve to get better, right? April is right around the corner. And for the first time, we can see that the playoffs will happen. It's just a matter of, you know, the seeding and who they're going to face. But damn, what a time to be alive, man. I appreciate you too, bro. I appreciate you too, man. My goodness. Well, thank you guys again on behalf of the entire CK family, Basketball Zone family. We thank you guys so much, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.